Best caravan for travelling Australia. Looking for a caravan to travel Australia, there are three important things to consider. Budget, how much you've got to spend, weight, whether your car can actually tow your dream caravan, and size, you want a small, medium or large caravan. In this video I'll cover all those topics and so much more, so let's go. Now I've opened that giant can of worms, what is the best caravan to travel around Australia? Let's just go through it step by step. Just to start off with, I can only compare a fair bit of what's right and what's not right with the caravan I've got. The caravan I've got is made by a company called Goldstream, and they've got a really good name for quality control and putting out a good product. So my caravan is Offroad. It's fairly small, it's a pop top, and that's about all you need to know, and it's within a budget. So second hand they're probably around about $40,000, and so some of the advantages of if you're looking for the ideal caravan, pop top or not, well because it's a pop top, it's ideal if you're actually putting your caravan away at home, either in a carport or in a garage. Because it's pop top, you can lower the lid, and then it's easier to get under. It's not as high, and it's easier to get under carports, as I said, garages. The other advantage is when you're driving, it gives you a better slipstream, and better slipstream means you'll have better fuel economy. So that's an advantage of the pop top. Being off-road, you'll find that they sit higher off the ground, and because they're sitting higher off the ground, then there's less possibilities of scraping some of the bottom of the caravan and doing some damage, and obviously it can go off-road. Lots of things that are good are, as I said, size is good. My bed is an east-west. Sometimes you can get a north-south bed, and the only thing is it's wonderful to have north-south bed because that means that one partner can get up out of bed during the night without disturbing the other. But the east-west, which means it runs this way, what happens is, you know, one person's up against the wall, the other person's down here next to the floor, so if either wants to get out during the middle of the night, they're going to disturb each other. But the great thing, because it's east-west, takes up less room in the overall of the caravan, so that's quite good having an east-west. The seating, I've got a what they call a cafe chair and table, which I love that. Just like back in the 50s, a little chair there and table in the middle, and it's there all times. Although you can lower it or raise it. And if you do it, lower it or raise it, you can actually make a little bed for a not so tall person or a child, ideal for that. Then down this end, you've just got basically your storage. And our advantages and disadvantages, the little table I said does take up again a bit of room, so that might be, you might be losing some of the room with inside the van. And mine does not have a shower. If you're going to be looking for an ideal caravan, it would probably be good to have a shower and a toilet. And now that I've had a bit of experience and seen other people's vans, ideally, if you can afford it, have a separate shower and a separate toilet. Mine just has the little porta potty, and that's hidden away inside the van. No shower, but I can get by with showers, and where I'm staying at the moment, you can have a cold shower, so get into that. Down the end on the drawbar, my drawbar, because it's second hand, was playing up a little bit where it couples onto the tow ball, and a friend was helping me service it. We busted it, that wrecked it, so then I had to get a new one, and I'm really glad I did. I've got the DO35. The way that works is the drawbar sits onto the mechanism which is connected on the car, and it can swivel, do that quite easily. So when you're going over bumps and rocking and rolling, there's no, it's quite smooth and there's no drama to the car or the caravan. So there's another thing to look out for. They've usually got TVs, but to be honest, being on the road, there's very little time to watch TV, or in my case there is very little time. You can have your TV, fridge. I won't go down the path. I've had a nightmare with fridges, and currently I've removed the 3-way fridge and gone into a different type of fridge, which is just 12 volt or 240 volt. And I'm bedding that in at the moment, trying to work that out. But you can have either choice. The 3-way fridge is really great because all you're using is gas. Gas is quite efficient, and you really don't use that much gas. If you've got the type I've got, which is only electricity, 12 volt, 240 volt, then you're really using gas on nothing unless you've got a hot water system. All I've got is the stove, and I'm probably going to be filling up those gas bottles once every month or 6 weeks. So another thing to look out for. There is a heap of different caravans you can get. So the next thing you might want to consider is your budget. Obviously, if money were no object, then you get the best you can get and don't even worry about it. For around about $10,000, you'll get an older van. It's very unlikely you'll get an off-road van. My opinion, you might be better off just getting a nice camper trailer, and you'll get a lot more for your money for that. Then you get up to 40 grand, and you're probably looking at something like this. Don't forget, it's a small van. It's 14 foot or X meters, if you can work that out. This is all second hand I'm talking about. Then you go up to probably 60 grand, 70 grand, and you're getting a second hand caravan that's probably 2 to 5 years old, and it'll have some luxuries and others. You can jump on caravan sales, I think it is. That's probably worth having a look. Not a bad idea to jump on Marketplace and Gumtree and eBay. But generally speaking, you'll find most of the caravans being sold will be on caravansales.com.au. Now, if you're buying new, most caravans are probably going to be about $60,000 plus. And as you're sort of stepping up from 60 to 70 to 80 to 90 to 100, then you're getting more luxuries, you're getting bigger sizes, and you're getting all the bells and whistles, sometimes which you don't need. But don't forget, the bigger your van you get, then the heavier it is, and then can your car tow that big van? So, as I said, mine's about 14 foot. You get up to 21 foot, and you might find that the weight has increased quite considerably. And if you've got a Toyota Prado, then maximum weight, fully loaded, is 2.5 tonne. And I'm starting off here with about 1.5 tonne. So about 1,500 kilograms unloaded. So I've got probably a fair bit of movement in that. And yeah, let's look at some of the different brands. It was never my intention to list the best caravan companies in Australia. However, Google found this, and I think they should have added these caravans as well. Happy hunting. So you've got JB, that's quite popular on the road, JB caravans. You've got Kokoda, again, very popular. Just looking around in this caravan site. And there's all sorts of cheapies and second hand. And so some important questions about which van. First of all, you need to consider the car. Different four-wheel drives have different towing capacities. For example, my Prado is 2.5 tonne. Then you go to the Amarok, 3.5 tonne. The Ranger, 3.5 tonne. The V8 Land Cruiser, 3.5 tonne. The Holden Colorado, 3 to 3.5 tonne. This is not meant to be too controversial, but what is the best caravan? Let's sum it up. Best caravan for travelling around Australia, I think, would be off-road, or semi-off-road at least. It would be the size that you can afford and you think is going to suit you. Don't forget, I'm travelling by myself. If you've got 2 people, you might need a little bit bigger. And if you've got a family, you almost definitely, I think it'd be a bit of a squeeze in this. If you've got a family, you're probably looking at, I reckon, about 17 to 18 foot, maybe 19 foot maximum, because again, we're keeping within that weight thing. Yeah, get your shower and your toilet if you can afford it. Get a separate shower, separate toilet. So happy shopping, and I hope you find yourself a really great caravan, new or second hand. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, I'd appreciate it if you did. And this is Paul Will Drive signing off.